you cry no more.
Welcome to another episode of Action Video Game Talk. I'm your host, Scott Action Jackson. Thanks for joining me today, or tonight, or whenever you're watching or listening to this episode. I have a new list of news articles to go through, so let's hop right into it. Some Dragon Ball Xenoverse players have encountered a message indicating the game's online services have ended, but Bandai Namco says this is not the case. Twitter users like @RYGuy176 took to Twitter share images of a message that offered the following when trying to sign online. Online services for Dragon Ball Xenoverse has ended. The following features will not be available: multi-lobby, time-space delivery, registering favorites, auto patrols. When reached out to Bandai Namco about the unexpected outage, and received the following statement: Bandai Namco Entertainment America is currently looking into the online connectivity and feature set limitation issues that some players may be experiencing with Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Players should expect full online functionality for Dragon Ball Xenoverse to be restored soon. There are no plans to sunset any online features for Dragon Ball Xenoverse at this time. Bandai Namco also offered this reassuring tweet. Hey Dragon Ball Xenoverse fans! Some of you may be seeing an inaccurate error message. Don't worry, we're not shutting down online support. It seems the error message seen by many was delivered in error. It could be obvious that this was an error. Something must have happened in the communication with their main server that, spits out every other server from every other point in the world that can connect to. And Bandai Namco probably has to deal with a lot of stuff trying to reconfigure and reset the servers, and especially when they have to do updates every time, and when they throw in new stuff, there's that too. The only reason that I could see for them turning Dragon Ball Xenoverse into an offline game is if they are working on a second Xenoverse game and it's going to be releasing soon. And that's if and when that happens. If it ever does, I can see them turning off the online feature for this Dragon Ball Xenoverse. But until then, hopefully they do keep it up, because this is mostly an online game for those who do want to play it online. Otherwise, it does have online features in the game, so you can't. The main story mode itself can be played offline. It's not that difficult. So technically, a lot of these people worried about this going offline, stop having a conniption fit. If you were worried about the short lead time between Fallout 4's announcement and its November release, this should put your mind at ease. But this is Vice President and PR and Marketing Pete Hines has some good news about the anticipated game's progress. Appearing on an episode of Bonus Round with Jeff Kingsley and Adam Sessler and Game Informer executive editor Andrew Reiner, Hines gleefully talked about the footage shown at QuakeCon, in addition to discuss about the new VAT system, real-time combat, and weapon customization. He addressed the development status of the title. Not to over-exaggerate, but the game is essentially done, he said. When you talk about what else you are doing, all you're doing is taking what exists and polishing it and fixing bugs. It's not like you work until November 9 and then November 10 it's out. You have to make discs, do this other stuff. They are finishing the game. That's all they're doing this summer. Fallout 4 is planned for release on November 10th on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. Considering how long they probably have been working on Fallout 4, in reality, how long they've been working on it, it wouldn't be a surprise to me if it is essentially done, aside from the usual bugs and stuff that they have to figure out, along with whatever marketing they have to put out and producing the content onto the disc when they release a physical copy of them. But yeah, I believe this. I believe that is essentially done. And from what I'm reading, the footage that is seen at like some of the this past E3 and other game conferences around is more or less like 96% full gameplay. So yeah, this game, they are mostly almost 100% done with the game. They just gotta, like I said here, put it on 2 discs, probably do some more PR stuff, marketing, whatever. I'm surprised there isn't more marketing stuff out there right now too. It's kind of strange. There should be, but then again, we do have until maybe October for it to fully kick in. Dragon Quest XI has been officially announced for PlayStation 4 and the new 3DS. The news was revealed by a Square Enix stream, though a logo for the game and its title had surfaced ahead of the official announcement. In the stream, Square Enix detailed its plans for the long-running series ahead of its 30th anniversary in 2016. The stream ended by focusing on Dragon Quest XI, which will come to the PlayStation 4 and run on Unreal Engine 4. It's being developed by Square Enix with the help of Orca, and will be the first Dragon Quest game on PlayStation since Dragon Quest VIII. The 3D version is being worked on by the same core team, but will not be a port. While both games will tell the same story, the presentation will be tailored to suit the technology of the console it's running on. The 3DS version seems to display the game in both a 2D sprite style and top-down 3D graphics. There was no confirmed release date, let alone a Western release date, though next year marks the 30th anniversary of the series. It was also announced that Dragon Quest X, a MMO incarnation of the series, will also be headed for PlayStation 4. Previously, it was only available for Wii U, 3DS, and PC. Now, as far as I know, there hasn't been any actual official announcement of Dragon Quest X coming here in the Western area to the United States. Over there in Japan, it's apparently on the Wii U, 3DS, and PC. Now, it would be nice if they did bring it over here to the US, especially for a PlayStation 4 release. I don't know if they would try to release it on the Wii U and 3DS as well. And this announcement for the Dragon Quest XI, I also heard that Dragon Quest XI might be coming out for the Nintendo's next system, this NX, well, codename NX right now. I heard that this game could be coming out for that. I mean, considering that next year is supposed to be their 30th anniversary, and it's also the time frame that we've heard about for the next system for Nintendo, it's not out of the range of possibilities. It could happen. But to me, I like that they're finally bringing back, well, they're not exactly bringing back, they're bringing back a main Dragon Quest game to the PS4, because there's this Dragon Quest Heroes game that's coming out for PS4, but it's more along the lines of the Dynasty Warriors type of game. But as it says here in the article, the last time we had a normal Dragon Quest standard type of game was Dragon Quest VIII for the PlayStation systems. So yeah, I'm glad to hear and see that this is finally happening, that when it is coming to the PlayStation 4, we just don't know when it'll be here in the United States, or the Americas, or the Western market. Arnold Schwarzenegger will be reprising his role as the T-800 model Terminator in WWE 2K16. According to a press release from publisher 2K, Arnold will represent 2 playable T-800s, one from the original 1984 film, and another from the 1991's Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Both will be available exclusively to those who pre-order WWE 2K16 from retailers such as GameStop Amazon and any other major retailer accepting pre-orders. While we haven't gotten any shots of what he'll look like in-game yet, there's a neat video of Arnold recreating a famous scene from Terminator 2 with various WWE superstars. WWE 2K16 comes out on PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, and Xbox One in North America on October 22nd, followed by its international release on October 30th. Now, when I first heard and saw this trailer announcement with a Terminator being, well, Arnold Schwarzenegger / Terminator being a pre-order bonus for WWE 2K16, I thought it was going to stick along the lines of, this older looking one, like out of the Terminator Genesis type of, like the movie, from the movie Terminator Genesis. But instead, from what we see here, it's going to be two costumes, I guess. One being from the original Terminator movie, and the other one being from the Terminator 2 movie. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if they would try to include a more recent version from the Terminator Genesis movie for like a third costume. Now, this is a lot better than... Well, I know on the community creations on the WWE 2K15, when you're able to be and get onto the online creations, they have some interesting versions of Arnold Schwarzenegger and the Terminator character on there. Some of which actually have, like, part of his face missing and all that Terminator machine being shown. This is one of those surprise announcements for a pre-order bonus. I mean, last year we had Sting as a pre-order bonus, which that right there was an awesome, epic pre-order bonus. This is, I guess it's okay. I mean, if they had if it was like another major old wrestler as a pre-order bonus that was like making a return to the WWE in like some shape or form, like maybe as a future Hall of Famer. A lot of people are saying they're doing this to try and make up for what happened with Hulk Hogan. It's like, I got a feeling this might have been coming out whether or not Hogan was fired or canned from the WWE or not. Because even if he's totally gone and WWE's trying to totally get rid of him, there are fans who are probably going to go on the community creations and try to create the Hulk Hogan character on there. I mean, the people at the 2K publisher who make these games, they're probably going to be including the movesets from Hulk Hogan. I mean, a few years ago, they were putting in moves from TNA Superstars. I mean, they're wrestling fans in general, so they're going to have moves from all kinds of different wrestlers from all across different promotions and development territories. Like I said, to me, this sounds okay. This I don't know. I mean, of course I'm going to get WWE 2K16. I just was kind of disappointed with this. I mean, considering we know that the cover athlete is Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I'm still waiting to hear if there's going to be a collector's edition for it, which is possible. They could make a collector's edition for the WWE 2K16, which might feature something with Stone Cold. But to me, I think this is a cool idea, but it could have been a much better pre-order bonus. Well, that does it for this episode of Action Video Game Talk. Once again, thanks for joining me today, or tonight, whenever you're watching or listening to this episode. Later on, I will have the separate clips up if you want to check those out. Down below, I will have the link to the Facebook page, also the link to the Fandom Night website, where you can find out where me and some of the guys at Fandom Night are up to, if you want to check that out. It'll also give you a link to my contact info, the guys' contact info, the Fandom Night Facebook page, the Fandom Night YouTube page. So, until next time, which could be, I don't know, next week, couple weeks, maybe a month. It depends on how long it takes me to actually get around to making another episode. So, bye!